You remember in the first video, the lawnmower wouldn't go anywhere. We couldn't push or pull it anywhere because the rear axle was locked up. And I said I thought it was probably the brake or something seized up. That's what it was. This is the brake. And those two little pistons go in and out and apply the brake pad onto the little brake down there. You probably can't see it from here, but so basically I had to get a vise and push those out, clean them up with some sandpaper, clean the bottoms too. As I was saying, had to clean those pins up with some sandpaper, press them out in a vise. Now they'll go back and forth into this, we'll call it a caliper, I guess. Now the brakes should work again. Alright, so this seat sits pretty far back for the supervisor. I didn't know if it was adjustable or not. It does look like it is. It's got a little adjustment. Might be able to move it up about 4 inches or so. We'll see. And if push comes to shove, I may have to modify this pedal, cut it, and angle it back more so he can reach it with his foot a little better. I don't think that'll be an issue. Wouldn't it be fun if you didn't have just one bolt that was all rusted to heck? I'm going to try this extractor socket. Wish me luck. Sweet. Put some gloves on here. Don't want to get tetanus. This battery compartment's pretty rusted out. Let's see how this goes. That was simple enough, I reckon. All right, here's where we're sitting. Let's give a brief overview. Clean all this up, wash it off, get all the dirt off. I may briefly touch it up with some black paint. So here's your forward, neutral, reverse. Gotta have that. There's your brake, clutch, pedal. Gotta have that. This here is to engage, disengage your mower blade. We don't need that, but we're going to keep it just so there's some extra cool levers over here on the side for the supervisor. This here lowers and lifts the deck height. We don't need it, but we'll keep it too, just for the heck of it. Maybe we can hook this stuff up to something cool later. And here's our pulleys. Reverse on our backside pulleys. This has a variable speed pulley. So basically when you change this, you do your pedal, this is supposed to move all this stuff. This feels like it's seized up. I think that's all seized up. I think that's all got to move. This here is what changes. You see how that moves up and down? That changes the speed of the mower. So clean that up a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be free because you got a spring here and a spring here, and none of this is moving. I'm pretty sure it's got to move, unless, I guess it might not be moving just because of the, gotta do the pedal. But I still think that there's got to move. I think this is supposed to move. It's got a spring on it. Anyways, I'm probably going to throw that cover back on for the evening because it's supposed to rain later. I'm not going to bolt it down, just throw it back on so we can paint it later. Hey, it's kind of chilly out this morning. It's like 30 degrees. Yesterday I was out here working and it was about almost 60. It's 33 right now, and I know it got over 60 yesterday because I painted the front rims outside. What are we doing? Got the old off-road welding cart out here. We're gonna do a little bit of welding. Gonna fix that pedal like I said, cut it, pull it back, weld it back solid, and I gotta weld something on this gear shifter. That's for later in the video. A little something special. Give this thing an extra 50 horsepower at least. Here's what we're looking at. So my first intentions was just to cut this and angle this back some, but I don't think I want it that low to the actual foot platform. So I think I'm going to cut this off and sleeve it. Make this stick out a little farther. So cut this in half, angle it slightly, and stick it back a little bit. I want it about the same height off the foot floor. All right, so I took some black pipe fittings to extend this thing out. Got her welded in. Also welded me some threads on the end of our shifter here. Throw some paint on this and it'll be done. So originally the pedal is right here where this mark is, and we've moved it probably back about 4 inches. Now it is going to be taller when you put the brake on, but you should be able to operate the pedal a lot easier. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's like 40 degrees out here. Y'all are crazy. Lost your mind. Not gonna happen. I'll show you a couple clips or a clip or two from when I've done it when it was nice and sunny out. Here. Lost your minds. So right now it's about 47 degrees, a little too cold to be painting probably. It's also a little too windy, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm trying to get this mower rideable by Christmas, which today is. Saturday, and Christmas is what? Thursday? So, try to get this thing rideable. And we got rain in a couple days. We got to do this outside. So, it's supposed to get up to 67 today. 64 today. So we're just going to take it easy, do some light coats, let them dry a little longer than probably normal. Got to get this thing done. Alright folks, I scuffed this down. I didn't sand it down to bare metal. I'm going to keep this paint here. This paint, there's nothing wrong with it. It's sticking well. There's no point in sanding this down to bare metal. Scuffed it up. Don't want any glossy stuff on it. Going to clean it up with some alcohol. Then we're going to paint it. It's a bad day for painting. It's a little too windy. All my stuff is getting oversprayed, but that's going to be okay. This thing's going to get battle worn anyways, riding down trails. Karen's just going to have to accept the fact she's not going to be gorgeous forever. It's just superficial if you think that, Karen. I actually only did one little spray coat on this. See the shading and shadowing, color variations. Don't know how well that's showing up, but I actually think I'm going to leave it like that. What was I saying? Battle worn? In any spots that might have bare metal and they rust over time, that would give it even more character. So I actually think I'm going to half butt this on purpose. I've got more intended for the hood, but I gotta wait for it to dry. Alright folks, I wasn't planning on, you see we got the new tires on. We actually got the whole thing painted, but I'm not going to show it just yet. So this belt that was originally on here is oily as crap, and it is way too long. When you put this thing at its full pulley stretch, it barely reaches and it mostly just smokes. So instead of going and wasting money on buying another belt that's the right size, we're going to go ahead and do the pulley swap. If you want to see pulley swaps, check out pulley swaps on YouTube. I'm not going to go through all of it. But we're going to go ahead and do that now. So we won't be able to test the original miles per hour. Oh well. There you have it, people. I'm not gonna lie, this thing is a little sketch. A little sketchy. Especially for Xander. He's lightweight and he barely engages the seat mechanism, so he's got to scoot all the way back to make that thing go off.
Oh wait, Dad, look, I'm heavy.
Yeah.
I'm pushing on the...
Anyways, the belt that's back here, little belt on the back, is almost shot. So we've got a new one of those on order. The big belt is already new. I upgraded it when we did the pulley swap. Let's do a once over of Karen. Mad Karen. I gotta show you one more feature on here that made it so dangerous. Yes. Look at this bad boy. Her shifter. It's at least another 30 horsepower.
Can I start it?
Xander wants to start it. Hang on. We had some technical difficulties. The brake wasn't engaged all the way. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Hold on.
Project Karen is a success. As I was stating, this thing is a little shady. I got it up to almost 16 miles per hour driving through the field in the woods. So yeah, it's a little much for Xander, so we got to keep it in low for him. But thanks for watching. Mower.
Wait. They gotta watch how it dries.
We've already got that on video, bro.
But what about me?
Yes. Tell the viewers bye.
Bye-bye.
Tell the supervisor bye. Bye, supervisor. You're not good enough. Karen wants to talk to the manager. She doesn't care about the supervisor. Don't tell Mom, boo.